Hey everyone, how's it going? So for today's video, we'll just do analysis from the weekly down to the lower time frames. There's not much to follow up on my trade. I'm basically net short, and there's not really anything to follow up on with the analysis from the previous days. We're just watching this basically destroy anything it can destroy and just watching it crash and burn basically. Um, Weekly just closed and confirmed uh a close below our weekly support that we had at around 33ish, and also it took out the higher low that we were putting during the bull market as we were building structure up. And this to me is suggesting that long term this is gonna want to come down and test basically this area, 19ish area, definitely, as I mentioned yesterday. So it's basically confirmed now. It did close, and yeah, long term I would be looking for that area down the road. Um, we'll just go to. I'll just leave this like this, and then we'll come back to it on the lower time frames. So weekly on volatility is not telling me too much. Momentum, it says it's decreasing still. The downside momentum is decreasing. It's honestly not telling me much. I wouldn't put weight on that. It's basically like the structure being broken is what I actually put more weight on, like these oscillators. If there's not confluence, I just kind of brush them aside. So I'm not seeing the confluence that I'm looking for, so I wouldn't put weight on it. Weekly on RSI, nothing. RTSI, I believe it's just, yeah, nosediving. So 3-day on our Stoke chart, Stoke momentum chart. Stoke's nosediving. It's already confirmed destroying the structure with yesterday's close, so not much to follow up on. It's pretty much the same stuff we said yesterday. Not much here either. Basically, everything's the same as we said yesterday. And I don't think there's divergence or anything because we already saw it yesterday. So we'll just go to the daily, or we'll look at the 2-day as well. I think the 2-day is closing tomorrow, but basically down. Everything is downside, angle to the downside. Yeah, we closed the daily yesterday, so we did destroy the target. We mentioned all that stuff in yesterday's video. So actually I'll just go to the daily because the 3-day and 2-day is all the same stuff that we said yesterday, and there's nothing to really follow up on them. So the daily close, Stokes are still nosediving, they're still bottoming, not really showing me any potential of a bounce on the daily. I guess a little bit of a bullish engulfing, but it's like it's too much of a doji, and it's like the body obviously did put in the bullish engulfing, but because the wicks are too big, I would consider this as a doji rather than a bullish engulfing. It's showing weakness to me. So and obviously this was this was basically Friday and Saturday, so I would consider this like weekend action. Like this being green is just like weekend liquidity grab, and we can see the wicks up here, so it's showing basically what it did from here on out, because Asia is up right now and US market opens in like 12 hours or so. um or no, sorry, in about like 14 hours or something like that. So it's like the price action that we get from here on out, that's what I'll be putting weight on. And we'll look at the daily on our volatility side. Volatility and momentum. Volatility is still bottomed here. Not expanding on this one, but I believe on this one it's already started. So it's testing the EMA. That's totally fine. That's totally showing structure being built. And I guess it put in that posture because volatility was expanding as we were breaking down. And on the weekend we had a little bit of a like a scam pump, little liquidity grab. So it curved down and it's gonna test the EMA. And like what I've been talking about, this potentially expanding as the price breaking down, it's still a concern. So it's actually being constructive in that aspect. So nothing there. Daily on our oscillator and RTSI. Yeah, so the three drives divergence that I've been talking about, I would say at this point we could potentially consider that as played out. Um, Actually no, we haven't really put any. Yeah, we haven't really confirmed a low, so this could still. Yeah, I would say it's still not confirmed that we're out of the woods yet with the three drives. Like it could actually get really bad. It could trigger some big some big things, and it was present on the 2 day as well, I believe. Yeah, it was. So yeah, definitely not something that I would consider. Like I wouldn't consider us being out of the woods yet with the three drives. This got basically 34.3 to like almost a $4 grand move, basically. $3,500 move. Yeah, I wouldn't consider it being done because we haven't closed anything to confirm a low. Not on this, obviously. Like this would have a chance to do something on tomorrow's close, but the daily hasn't even confirmed a low. So we actually have to confirm a low by closing a green candle above the opening of the red. That will consider it being a low, a confirmed low, and after the divergence, that's what you want to see to fully rule out that the divergence. Sorry, to fully rule out that the divergence play has been basically finished. Um, we'll go to the 12-hour on our Stoke chart. Not really giving a confirmed buy signal yet. Like they're basically it went outside of the box and then came back, trying to come back in, but not really. Yeah, I need to see another candle print, and I need to see this try to do something because this was like the weekend scammy action. So I wouldn't put weight on what is printing until I see like like at least one or two more closes. So nothing here. 12-hour on our volatility and momentum. I think momentum is, yeah, it's saying it's decreasing, but then again the weekend stuff. So this overall was expanding, but then the weekend stuff kind of made it retract a little bit, but it's still above the EMA. So it's basically doing the same constructive thing that the daily is doing on the volatility. And basically the daily was hinting towards an expand, just coming down, testing the EMA, and that happening alongside the price action breaking down. That's pretty concerning, as I've been saying. And this basically gaining momentum like this and gaining slope alongside price action breaking down. Bad, bad, bad. That's all I can say. Obviously not financial advice and nothing for people to FOMO, and it's just I'm trying to basically be as neutral as possible, but when I see something that's like a warning sign, I'm gonna have to say it as it is. So, and I think the chart is lagging again, so we'll just need a second. Okay, it came back. 12-hour on our RSI and momentum. Where's 12-hour? RSI and RTSI, I mean. Yeah, no divergences here. I believe RTSI is just doing the same thing, nose diving, just curling around, just not really putting in a structure. We'll quickly do the 4-hour as well. 4-hour here, sideways, but this is like all weekend stuff, so I wouldn't really put much weight on this. Like, I want to see some more candles here. And it's just been like just liquidity grab, just fake outs to the upside and just nonsense, weekend nonsense. 4-hour, not telling me much. Not really anything here. 4-hour on here. I don't believe there's any divergence or anything like that. Oh, we have a lot of bull divergence, like multiple, like what is that? Like five drives of bullish divergence. Um, they haven't been getting much. Like the moves are all angled to, like, they're not showing much strength. Like every time there's a bullish divergence, it's just like faded out. And this is like literally the fifth one that's not printing, that's not doing anything. So that's a bit of a concern. Like I, at least on the third drive, like one, two, on this move, how much did it get? 31.2. That's nothing. For a third drive, that's nothing. Absolutely nothing. The fact that we have 5 drives and it's not getting much, that is pretty concerning to me as well. Yeah, so overall, my bias is clearly to the downside, and I don't really have anything on the bullish side over here. Like I'm not seeing anything. Um, and the fact is, it's just like five. I've actually never seen 5 drives of bullish divergence, and the fact that this is what it's giving me, it's just I don't even know what to say at this point. Um, yeah, so obviously I don't want anyone to FOMO into anything. Manage risk, be safe, trade safe. Don't just jump into a trade, but be mindful that like this is not looking good. This is like the charts are saying this is breaking structure. Like we need some hopium over here. We need like some like something that's gonna show something being built, some kind of what's it called, uptrend anywhere at all, like just anything. This is just looking like absolute garbage. um yeah, so I guess that's everything for today. I'll make another video basically right after US Open tomorrow, back on the usual time for the weekdays. So we'll just have to see how this goes, and we'll have to see if it's gonna break down or if it's gonna do a fake out and then try for some sort of structure to the upside or something. But right now my bias is to the downside. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I hope you guys are. I hope you guys had a good weekend, and we'll get back to it. We'll get back to it next week, and hopefully it'll be fine. Take care. Have a good one. See you guys tomorrow.